Rudy Scott is with energy management systems. He's solutions, sorry, I love the word systems. And he's one of the folks you would probably contact to implement some of these recent initiatives. Rudy?
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to speak, because this is really my job in the company, to really get in front of people and make them aware of the variety of programs that are available for, going green. As Diana had mentioned about NYSERDA, we are, and I'll talk about residential initially first, because we do residential and commercial, but we're fully approved with NYSERDA with most of their programs. We're approved with the Empower program, we're approved with the HP program to do homes, we're approved, one more installation, we're approved with the solar program, we're approved with the small lighting program, so we have pretty much, I think, 6 of the 8 NYSERDA approvals in pocket already, and we have people in school for the other 2. So any of the programs that Diana had mentioned, we are capable and ready with all our own crews to be able to do it. We consider ourselves pretty much a one-stop service, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of different things, and hopefully you'll get something out of what I'm saying, because that's our goal. I have 10 minutes to try to communicate, years of effort into this. The first thing is in reference to financing. As Diana had mentioned, there's tons of property and different programs out there now that do qualify that people just aren't aware. When it comes to the residential program, if you go onto the Energy Smart website, you'll see all the various programs. They'll pay for 10% off of any particular energy conservation. They'll actually buy down your interest rate. There's all kinds of programs and subsidies that give you very quick paybacks. And there are 2 different phases of really residential going green. You have the auditing side, and we are BPI certified and have all the equipment to blower doors and infrared guns and all those things to be able to go out and properly test your house. And then you have treating that. And actually the software, ironically, is called Treat, where you go in and analyze, and you'll come back with a 16-page specific report on every aspect of your house, where it's at in specific scientific readings, and what you can do to really fix this and the different motions. Now, typically in the industry, it's broken up into auditors, electricians, insulators, plumbers, HVAC guys. We're a one-stop service. We do it all. We do all the testing for you. We come back. We have our own cellulose blowing machines. We do the heating and air, the air sealant. All of that is in one stop. And again, we'll be doing the solar, the wind. We do geothermal. So we're a one-stop service when it comes to your home. And it's not just single-family homes. We just got finished doing a high-level 3-story townhouse in the Hudson River that was built 4 years ago. We found gas leaks, insulation falling in the walls, all kinds of problems with the hi-hats. It's a 3-story unit where they weren't insulated properly, so you got hot spots, cold spots in the house. So it really doesn't matter the age of your construction. And again, I used to build homes, and I started with modulars, with the panelized and custom-built homes. And what you realize if you're in the building industry, it has to work very well together. You have all these subs trying to come together to make a quality product. And it might look good when you get the insulation up and tape it and paint it, but what's behind the wall is what my business is. It's the insulation, the little holes that built up in the big holes, and the things that are done improperly that add up and increase your energy bill. So when it comes to residential, everyone here lives in a unit. I suggest you get a home performance, go to the NYSERDA sites, we're listed on there. Come to our website, One Stop Energy, and you'll be able to see, the various programs, and we link back to NYSERDA and they link to us. So residentially, we have all the different services. So let me go to commercial a little bit, and I'm not going to follow this. You can put the next one, I guess. I'm not even sure what's there. There you go. Here's something that pertains to everyone in this room. We represent the Con Ed electrical rebate program. Is anyone familiar with that here? How many people here? Okay, here's one person, 2 people, and they work for us, by the way, okay? Now, there's a fund of hundreds of millions of dollars that comes from the SBC charge, the service benefit charge, that every building owner in Manhattan pays to Con Ed. And this fund was designed to be able to go back and do specific things. And there are many programs. This one we represent is called the targeted electrical rebate type program, where we go in and we do lighting audits on all these high-rises. And you see we have 63rd Street from 5th Avenue over to the East River, and we have Roosevelt Island, and you come all the way down the east side, so this is in territory. And then we also represent Lower Manhattan on the east side and the west side. Now, there are two big companies. We're not a huge company. We're a medium-sized company. So we represent the two companies that have the contracts with Con Ed. And one is C-Power, which is the largest demand-side management company in the country, or one of the largest. They represent 2,500 high-rises throughout the country. And the other is PES, which is Converge, which is another company that has 400 contracts around the country with utilities. And we represent both of them. So that gives us a unique position where we can serve all the buildings. And not only are we in a unique position with that, we're the only company that actually sells it with our own sales guys. We do all the audits with our own people, and then we also do all the work with our own electricians. So it's a one-stop service where if you go to both of these other companies, they deal with multiple companies. So we're very unique, we're very successful. I could list, a dozen top-line management companies that we're doing work for right now, and I'll give you a good example why. We have one client that has 9 buildings, an owner, and he spends $20 million a year on his lobbies and hallways. We're going to save him between $8 and $12 million a year, depending on the quality of the light that he's willing to accept. And one of the things, obviously, that we do are CFLs. Everyone's aware of a CFL. And you're probably thinking a little squiggly. We have 43 different types of CFLs now. And they're all encased, they look like floods. We rarely do squigglies unless you can't see them. They're candelabra, flame tips, BR bulbs. There's a variety of CFLs. And it's interesting how the management companies aren't even aware of the quality of the bulbs. So what we do are demonstrations. All right, we'll go in and actually do different things. The other thing that happens, which is very unique, if you're looking at energy conservation, you typically have a 2 to 5 year payback. And that's why NYSERDA and all these other people got involved with solar, because it was like a 10-year payback. But when you take into consideration tax rebates, the NYSERDA grants, and all these things, it brought it down to a reasonable investment. So I'm here today, not just to talk green, and even though I do believe in global warming and I'm trying to do my part, but I'm talking about real savings. There's not another investment in the city today where you can actually get 20 to 50% return on your money, all right? And when we go into these high-rises, all right, and I mean 50, I don't want to mention it, but we have tons of buildings that everybody knows. We're giving these people back 3 and 4 month returns sometimes on their money. And they're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, some of them, all right? Because of the Con Ed rebate program. And people aren't even aware of it. So one of the things, if you own buildings, commercial buildings, and it comes all the way down, and you can see the map, you have to be in that targeted map, and the zone changes. So next year we'll get another zone, and it'll move. And it is limited money, so I suggest you call immediately just to see if you're in the zone and if you qualify. But again, you go to our website, onestepenergy.com, and you look at the maps, and you see if you qualify, you give us a call, we come down and do a free audit for you, okay? Now, we started with lights, and there are other things, all the sensors that turn your lights off and on for temperature and movement. All of these things are scientific, where we literally can go in and tell you specifically what your savings are.